need to start when you're ready. You are exactly who you think you are, and you can do it. Hey lovely people, Salwanani, welcome wherever you are. The last year after having had baby has been a whirlwind with work, family and everything else, and it's been quite a juggle, and for a lot of it I felt like I really wasn't quite myself, or I had lost myself in the journey of adding to motherhood. And I don't know if there are any other mums that ever feel like this, but there was such a massive consumption of kind of like pouring into everyone else, which after having been a parent for like nearly 8 years, it's normal. But I think I was in a really good swing with my eldest, and the littlest came along, and there was just a lot of adjustment all round. And I had really forfeited the things that give me joy, what makes me happy. I would go weeks on end without putting makeup on, and I just was doing enough to get by. And I think one of the biggest points for me, like a turnaround point, was September, when I decided on my birthday month, or a little bit before that, the end of summer in the UK, and I just felt like physically I didn't look like myself. I wasn't happy with a lot of stuff, but I decided that instead of like constantly overthinking and not doing anything about it, I was just gonna crack on and be the person I want to be. So if you guys have been on my channel before, you know that I love doing a beginning of the year manifestation type of video that's normally anchored on a biblical verse, and this year, to be honest, I didn't go that route. I haven't actually created a vision board. A few things have already sort of come into fruition in the first month, but I just felt like my approach to resetting was that little reminder that you need to start when you're ready. You are exactly who you think you are, and you can do it. So in other words, this video is going to be all about the ins and outs, as I am on track with 2024, jumping on the trend, and I thought it would be a fun way to come back. So if you're interested in finding out what I'm going to be dropping and what I'm picking up for 2024, then this is the video for you. Okay guys, so to ease me back in to sitting in front of the camera and talking, I definitely made some notes and I reflected on quite a few things, and I think what I'll probably start with are outs, and then we'll go into what's in. I'm going to keep it really simple, but first things first, like I've already said, overthinking and living in fear really cripples you. What then happens is you're in a state of deficit because you just don't do. You're super critical on yourself, and you always think that people are like watching you and criticizing you. One of the examples for me is overcoming my fear of actually going into a gym, thinking I don't know what to do with the machinery. I think I posted a reel a few weeks ago where I had gone to the gym and I was trying to do hip thrusts, and I definitely felt like I was dying, but nobody else cared. They were doing what they're doing, I'm doing what I'm doing. We've got different goals, ambitions, and you just need to, you know, have that vim to live out your dreams and just don't live in fear. The second one is also linked to that, which I think is all about comparing yourself to peers. So if you're in your 30s, mid-30s, or anything like that, there's a real sense, especially for me, of feeling like, oh my god, this isn't where I thought I'd be. I'd romanticised my 30s, what I should have in terms of like job titles, where I should live, what I should drive, and all those things. And I think if you're a 90s kid, there was a big thing anchored around success being in physical items and like a tick list of like a certain kind of house with like off-street parking for 3 cars and that kind of thing. And if you haven't done that, or you're like not married, I think there are times where you might then think, oh my gosh, but actually like I feel like I'm reinventing the idea for myself, and I'm now big on experiences. And so as much as I love creating chatty content and stuff, I actually don't post as much on Instagram in terms of real life experiences around family and stuff, because I'm actually guarding that and enjoying it. So let's say if I'm out with siblings and stuff, it's probably not as out there on my handles as I used to be. Like, that's my personal account, because obviously I've got stuff that I post around Primfully which I want to be open with and I'm open with. Actually, I say second. The third thing, being late and last to arrive. There's nothing that drives me more crazy about myself than living to the stereotype. I'm always late, there's no reason, and I am actively setting alarms for myself to get me to points where I can be early. I'm going to be that girl this year, so if you're going to be inviting me to an event, or we are seeing each other somewhere and you know me in real life, call me up on it, because I am actively working on it. I definitely think it's like my toxic trait, and it's so annoying, again, with being a procrastinator, but we're going to stop. And then my next thing is that negative mindset. I feel like there's a theme around this anyway, but it's all very much about you and what you want to do, and just being apprehensive, like, out with that, like, just go for it. Things don't have to be perfect, but just try, ooze that positivity, think positive thoughts, and that positive outcome will come to you, I think, I hope. And the last one that is definitely out is sort of like bitterness and negative energy. I definitely have put myself in a box where, like, if me and you don't see eye to eye, like, you're dead to me vibes. And again, another toxic trait. I really want to work on that. This year I'm all about love and let God. Okay, so that for me is just not holding on to things that don't serve me, using my brain, my emotions into that negative thing. So yeah, all that kind of stuff is out, and it's all about like self love and growth. And coming into that, it's again having that positive mindset and affirmation about the things that I see for myself, the things that I want for myself, but not just backing it by words, backing it by actions. So for example, I love creating content. I love being able to engage with an online community, and I have done in peaks and troughs over the years. And now I keep telling myself that I wanted to grow, I want to create a community, and this and turning up as I am authentically is matching the words and what I'm putting out there. My actions is all linking up, and that's what it's all about. The other thing that is in is all things to do with personal well-being, whether that's fitness, whether that's diet, self-care, having hair done, feeling good, going to a spa, staycations, all things that I am visualizing for myself and my highest state of being. I talk to my best friend about and then also taking risks and going for what I want. I think I am such a risk averse person, and I always kind of want to overthink, the Virgo in me, and I just don't want that for myself this year. Like, I'm just gonna go for it. If my heart wants to do it and I feel like, you know what, this is for me, we're going all in. Obviously still going to be measured and reasonable, but yeah, that's definitely a big in for me. And then another one is nurturing friendships. I think that's so important. In the past I've been like really lazy about nurturing relationships and pouring into other people, and when I say relationships I mean friendships. So people that can't get away from being in a relationship with you, like siblings. I mean, siblings are there, cousins, but really people that I've connected with different walks of life, colleagues that have since become like close friends. Like, it's a two-way street. So pouring into that energy is definitely something that I'm going to be big on this year. And finally, I really want to get into saving money with purpose. I think for me in the past, you guys would have seen when I was talking about saving for our property, that was a big deal. Like, there was a real driver, real target, real focus. And over the last, I want to say, couple of years, when we kind of thought, let's relax, let's have another baby, we just really put that on the back burner. But I am all about my prosperity bag. I'm all about, yeah, making sure that I've got bases covered to give me that joy and to be focused, you know, creating the right emergency funds and coming back into that sort of financial focus. So yeah, that is in summary my ins and my outs. Let me know which ones you guys resonate with, or if you guys have set some up, drop them down in the comments below. Let's have a chat about what your focus is. And I think I no longer feel the need to kind of get to the 1st of January and I'm like, this is what I'm doing. Actually taking the month off and reflecting on myself in my own time and at my own pace has just been so refreshing. A few things that I've practiced already that are now just part of my lifestyle. So I hope you guys are inspired, but also this was just another little reminder to say hi from my little corner of the internet. I hope you're well wherever you are, and you know, I hope this will continue in terms of seeing more of each other and interacting a bit more. Take care guys, until the next video. Bye.